Good morning, students. Uh, we from today we'll see our next chapter, Unit 5, Plasma Arc Machining. Actually, in our syllabus, Unit 4 and Unit 5 are based on the processes like EBM, LBM as one unit, Plasma Arc Machining as one unit. So these two are very small units in terms of quantity, but in an exam point of view, you'll get benefited from these two units more, because straight away straight questions will be uh, asked on these things, these two units, like working principle or metal removal mechanism of particular operation, plasma arc machining or laser beam machining or electron beam machining. Direct questions will be asked so far. So it is very easy, and you just concentrate on these two chapters more in exam point of view also, compared to other units. Okay, today we'll start basic introduction and what is plasma exactly. We'll see in this session. In our syllabus, content is regarding plasma arc machining, applications of plasma for machining. That's one topic. Metal removal mechanism of plasma arc machining, process parameters of plasma arc machining, accuracy and surface finish. Nothing but performance characteristics of plasma arc machining. Some other applications in realistic manufacturing operations in certain forms of plasma arc machining. Okay, these are the basic contents that are specified in our syllabus. Now we'll see introduction to plasma arc machining. Plasma arc machining process was introduced to the industries in 1964. Nothing but it was industries applications ki use చేయడం 1964 లో start చేశారు. But this method is prevailing before itself as a method of bringing better control to the arc welding process in lower current ranges. Okay, in lower current ranges. Plasma arc machining employs a high velocity jet of high temperature gas to melt and displace material in its path. So whenever this in plasma arc machining, we'll be having a high velocity and high temperature, nothing but high heat source of gas to melt the material. So what happens is, the principle is in one sentence. Just we'll be having a gas in the form of plasma, which possess two features. That is, one is a high velocity, it is attained by nozzle construction, and one more thing, high temperature due to the ionization process between uh, electrode and the workpiece in the construction, that we'll see in the next session. There, due to the ionization, high temperatures are raised to the gas. So these two are going to be the key features of plasma in plasma arc machining to remove the material from the workpiece. Today, plasma retains the original advantages it's brought to industry by providing an advanced level of control and accuracy. So, by altering the velocity and temperature limits with the help of controlled power supply, we can attain high control and accuracy in the machine. So, this is the basic introduction to plasma arc machining. Coming to see what is plasma, what are its features and characteristics, we'll see. See, generally we will be having three phases of a substance, we can say. That is solid, liquid and gaseous form, right? So, but plasma is one such phase of a gas. We can say it as a fourth state of matter. We can say it as a fourth state of matter. What is this fourth state of matter? When gas is heated to a high temperature of 2000 degrees, the molecules separate out as atoms. right? What happens? 2000 degrees heat చేసినప్పుడు molecules are going to separate out as atoms. If the temperature is raised to 3000 degrees centigrade, the electrons from the sum of the atoms dissociate and the gas becomes ionized, consisting of ions and electrons. This state of gas is called as plasma. So plasma is nothing but ionized electrons in a particular state where the atoms are heated to a temperature of 3000 degrees centigrade. సో ఒక atom లో ఆర్ మాలిక్యూల్ లో 2000 డిగ్రీ సెంటిగ్రేడ్ టెంపరేచర్ ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తూ వెళ్ళినప్పుడు దే గెట్ అయనైజ్డ్, ఆర్ అయనైజ్డ్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ దే గెట్ డిసోసియేటెడ్ ఇంటూ ఈచ్ అయాన్స్, రైట్? సో the gas become ionized, consisting of ions and electrons, not completely dissociated. It comprises of positive protons or neutrons and electrons as a combined form. At this stage, before it is see, if we further increase the temperature, they also get separated as ions and electrons. But this intermediate state where this combination exists while heating, this phase or state of matter or of a substance is called plasma state. Okay, so this is what plasma is. సింపుల్ గా ఏంటంటే మనం హీట్ చేస్తూ వెళ్తున్నప్పుడు 2000 డిగ్రీస్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఆటమ్స్ కింద డిసోసియేట్ అవుతుంది, అండ్ ఫర్దర్ 3000 డిగ్రీస్ దాకా వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ గెట్స్ డిసోసియేటెడ్ అండ్ ఒక చిన్న ఇంటర్మీడియట్ ఫేజ్ ఉంటుంది అక్కడ. ఆ ఇంటర్మీడియట్ ఫేజ్ లో ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్, అయాన్స్, ప్రోటాన్స్, ఐ మీన్ న్యూట్రాన్స్, any three in these three each get individually placed together. At this phase we call that as gas plasma. Okay, so this is what plasma is. Plasma is nothing but the fourth state of a substance or matter. Plasma becomes electrically conductive as well, responsive to magnetism. This is one such feature. ఏం జరుగుతుంది? ఎలక్ట్రికలీ కండక్టివ్ ఉంటుంది అండ్ మ్యాగ్నెటిజం. సి ఎలక్ట్రికల్ కండక్టివ్ అంటే మ్యాగ్నెటిజం ఆటోమేటికలీ ఇట్ ఈస్ దేర్. సో ప్లాస్మా కెన్ బి రెస్పాన్స్ టు బోత్ ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీ అండ్ మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ లైన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫోర్స్. The source of heat generation in plasma is the recombination of electrons and ions into atoms and or recombination of atoms into molecules. See, ఎప్పుడైతే దీస్ ఆ కాంబినేషన్ ఉంటాయి, మనం టెంపరేచర్ ఆపేసాం అనుకోండి, వాట్ దే ట్రై టు ఫార్మ్, కూలింగ్ అయ్యే కొద్దీ దే ట్రై టు రీకంబైన్ అండ్ ఫార్మ్ యాజ్ ఆటమ్స్ ఆర్ మాలిక్యూల్స్. ఈ కాంబినేషన్ జరిగేటప్పుడు ఎప్పుడే వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్, హీట్ ఈజ్ జనరేటెడ్. ఓకే, see whenever electrons are released or taken into the nucleus, heat generates. That's the basic thing. Okay, so plasma, electricity ki or magnetism, because of this and temperature ఎప్పుడైతే మనం సప్లై ఆపేసామో obviously they try to recombine due to their affinity towards other atoms, other ions, and valency also plays a major role of each atom in that particular matter. So ఇలా recombine అవుతున్నప్పుడు what happens, heat going to generate and this will be the source for plasma machining. This liberated bonding energy is responsible for increased kinetic energy of the atom formed by recombination. The temperature of plasma can be of order of 33,000 degrees centigrade. When such a high temperature sources react with workpiece material, work melts out and vaporizes. So this is what we discussed. So ఎంత హై టెంపరేచర్ వస్తుంది, 33,000 degrees centigrade high temperature it is. At this situation, when this high temperatured, high velocity plasma is placed or made into contact with workpiece material, the workpiece melts out and vaporizes. Thus how the material removal happens in plasma or machining. Many materials like aluminum, stainless steel have thermal conductivity, large heating capacity and good oxidation resistance. All these, see, thermal conductivity ఎక్కువ ఉన్న materials easily we can machine by using plasma or machining. As a result, such materials cannot be cut using conventional techniques like oxy-fuel cutting, nothing but gas cutting. But these materials can be easily cut by plasma or machine. సో గ్యాస్ కటింగ్ వల్ల డైరెక్ట్ గ్యాస్ కటింగ్ ద్వారా మనం కట్ చేయలేము అనుకున్న మెటీరియల్స్ ని, థర్మల్లీ హై కండక్టివ్ మెటీరియల్స్ ని, నథింగ్ బట్ ఇట్ హ్యాస్ టు యాక్సెప్ట్ హై టెంపరేచర్స్. దట్ ఇస్ వాట్ థర్మల్ కండక్టివిటీ ఈస్. సో ఇలాంటి మెటీరియల్స్ ని ఈజీగా we can machine using plasma or machining. So we'll see once again. See, first, what is plasma? Plasma is fourth state of matter, of a substance or matter or substance. Whenever we try to increase temperatures of about 2000 and 3000 degrees centigrade, the atoms in that matter are going to dissociate into atoms, and in the second phase they are going to get ionized as into the form of ions and electrons. At this phase, which tries to further increase, if further increment of temperature happens, they try to get into individual ions, electrons, but here it stays as a combination. At this phase we call that as plasma phase. So this plasma has high velocity and high temperature, and these are electrically conductive and responsive to magnetism properties. And the source of heat in this plasma is recombining capacity of these ion atoms whenever this applied temperature is going to reduce, and immediately whenever these try to combine, heat energy is generated between them, and this will be acting as a source of kinetic energy to the atoms in the particular material. And the temperatures that the plasma can be of order of 33,000 degrees centigrade, which is very high. And whenever this high temperature plasma is given to the or applied onto the workpiece, it immediately melts out and vaporizes to get reduced in the as per the requirement by channelizing. For example, that materials which are thermally high conductive like aluminum, stainless steel are having the good capacity and can be easily machined by plasma or machining. What are the basics? From these we can characterize the or deduce the characteristics of plasma. Nothing but high electric conductivity. So plasma has high electric conductivity, very good interaction capacity with the electric and magnetic fields that we discussed already. It has very good interaction capacity with electric and magnetic fields, permanent source of electromagnetic radiations, nothing but heat generation. So these are the basic characteristics of plasma. So we'll see in the next class what is the working principle of plasma arc machining, construction, and such things.